Hey, eighth graders, Mr. Catlin here, helping out with your homework. Lesson number 9, we are describing large and small numbers by using powers of 10 and exponents. And so, whenever we have these really tiny numbers like we see here, or these really big numbers like we see here, we can express them without all the zeros. And that's the whole idea, is to write it in a shorter way, and we can communicate it with others and just see that it can be using the same digits that you see, but we can use powers to kind of move the decimal point around. All right. So in this first one that we're looking at, we're writing this number as a multiple of the power of 10. And so we see the 1, the 2, and the 3 are the digits that are in the problem. Well, we want to start there. So we're going to start with 123. Well, what would we have to multiply 123 by to make it where the decimal lands there? Well, that 10 to the exponent power can be found by looking in the place value of your last digit. So let me get a different color here. Let's go with purple. The place value of my last digit is this place value right here, which if we were to count it off, we're just going to tell us our exponent. But we can also think of it as, the tenths, the hundredths, the thousandths, 10,000ths, 100,000ths, millions, 10 millionths. Here's the 100 millionths. It's in the billionths place. And in the billionths place, you're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decimal moves or multiplications by tenths. You can think of it as multiplying by a tenth because our exponent here is not going to be to the ninth power. It's going to be to the negative 9 power, which gives us a really tiny number for this expression. So 123 times 10 to the negative ninth. All right, so looking at this next one for number 2, we still have 123, but we're going to multiply it by a different exponent. We've got 123 as our digits, but this is actually 123 million. So this is a big number. This is not going to be a negative exponent. This is going to be a positive exponent. And when the numbers are on this side of the decimal, you don't count to the last decimal place. You count the number of zeros. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So this would be to the sixth place because we'd have to multiply 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 times 10 to get a million. And then once we have that million, we can multiply it by 123 to get 123 million. It's kind of the same idea here. You're multiplying by a tenth, 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 9 times to get 1 billionth. And then this is going to be 123 1 billionth of the number if we were to say it like properly. All right, and there's your recap on how to do that. It's mostly counting and just getting the digits from the number, and then counting how many places you need to move it over, and negative or positive depending on it's a big number or small number. Later, guys.